So I just finished reading the latest Stephen King novel called The Outsider, and I enjoyed it for the most part. There's this common theme in Stephen King books sometimes um, that I'm just kind of growing weary of. The first half of this book was really incredible. Classic King writing, um, really dark, really suspenseful. Um, I don't know. I enjoyed it very much, the first half of the book. But then it goes into this thing, like I said, it's a recurring theme in a lot of Stephen King's writing, where the storyline pretty much goes the same way. All right, it starts off really strong story, really great, really kind of unique, different than a lot of King's other stories, but then all of a sudden it starts to become much like several of his other books. I'll give you the rundown. Um, this is the recurring thing that happens. A group of people decide to believe in the unbelievable, and then they figure out that they have to team up and go hunt down the unbelievable presence and try to defeat it. Like, that's same storyline we've seen a million times. Um, what was it? The sequel to The Shining. It's eluding me right now, but they did it in that book. They did it in obviously Stephen King's It. It's basically the same story over and over. A group of people decide they have to team up to go hunt down this presence, go on this journey together. It happened in The Stand. It was probably the first time that it happened, and then after that, it seemed like, oh, this is a winning storyline. Let's just go with this again. People teaming up to have to go fight the bad guy or the evil presence or the mystical, magical thing. I don't know. Like I said, the first half of the book, I was really into it, really enjoying it. I'll give you the rundown of the story. Basically, this really heinous murder happens. This young boy is sodomized and murdered and left in the woods. Um, and all the signs point to this one guy in town who did it, and he's a beloved member of the community. Everyone loves him. He's the the kids' little league baseball coach, and everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. Then it turns out, all the evidence is pointing to him. Several people saw him in town that day acting strange near the area where the crime happened. Like, it's very bad for this guy. It's very damning. But then some other evidence turns up that proves he was in another city at the time. Several eyewitnesses and even forensic evidence saying that he was somewhere else. So basically, this is why they call it the outsider. They figure out this. There's some sort of presence, some sort of thing that is a shapeshifter or a doppelganger of sorts, and it basically takes on all the characteristics of somebody else and commits a heinous crime. Like I said, at first no one believes it's even possible that there could be two sets of DNA in two different areas at the same time, two sets of video surveillance in two areas at the same time, the same person. Like, then all of a sudden they start believing it because they have to believe it. Dude, I'm the biggest Stephen King fan there is. I love everything that he writes, even this book. But what I'm saying is, I'm just growing a little weary of the same old storyline, the same old, basically, third act of several of these books. It's very predictable, and I don't like that. I love Stephen King's style of writing. Like I said, I love all of the stories. I don't want to be able to guess the end like this. I don't want to be able to guess that, like, let me guess, they're going to team up and they're going to go hunt down the mystical, magical creature and destroy it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you haven't read it, but now you know what the general idea is. Tell me, is this a recurring thing? Am I just going crazy? Or is this like the storyline for several of King's books? Do you grow tired of it? Or maybe you've read this book, and maybe you absolutely love it, and maybe you think the ending is perfect. Let me know in the comments below. I want to talk about it. If you enjoyed this video, like it. If you enjoy videos like this, where I talk about books that I read, movies, TV series that I enjoy, pop culture stuff, comic books, nerd shit. If you're into any of that sort of stuff, subscribe for more, because that's what I do here. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.